to the Rocket Radio Show. This is your host, Rocket, coming to you live from the Broken Gamer Brothers Studio. Episode number 10. Below the Radiation Belt. Beyond the neutral zone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, studio audience. Thank you so much, virtual audience, for joining me today. Well, it's late August. I haven't been doing a lot of shows lately. I believe that, I was talking to Sam about this. I believe that prepping and crash knowledge, you go through the same steps that you do through the steps of death. You got your shock. I don't know what they are. Your bargaining, anger, and I think finally acceptance. For all those people out there that obsess about the collapse and the end of the world as we know it, have you noticed how it destroys your life? If you're a conspiracy theorist and you're worried about shrills or chemtrails or the Rockefellers or the New World Order or the Vatican, those pesky, Templars out there, all those pesky UFOs and aliens, all those pesky real JFK assassins, even D.B. Cooper. Man, that's a trip. That guy got the money and jumped out of the plane. Unsolved, got away. Never spent the money. Probably just did it for a thrill. But still, if you obsess about all these conspiracy things, it'll ruin your life. Let me ask you a question without a lot of bullshit. I have not been in the mood to do a show. Frankly, I just don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't. It's just too tiny of an audience. God bless you for listening, but as far as selling you on listening to my show, I don't care anymore. Don't listen. Go somewhere else. There's no payback. And the exposure's not worth it. And after I've been at it for a while, it makes no impact. The people that listen to the show are already awake, so I run out of stuff to say about it. And I don't want to obsess. If you spin a record backwards and it says Hail Satan, I don't care. Too hocus pocus for me. It just has no effect on my real world. And lots of times I started to grab the microphone and do a show, and then my words just, they fly from me. I don't have anything to say anymore. I'm repeating myself. And I think that Spreaker is as corrupt as they get. It's as corrupt as Before It's News. It's as corrupt as the Centilly crowd. All corrupted. Truth movement. The truth is that one asshole can cause the crash. Yep. One asshole. One captain of some ship somewhere. One jihadist somewhere. All we need is a tanker to be scuttled in the Strait of Hormuz. We're in big trouble. Egypt, turmoil, right? Absolute fucking turmoil over there. They got the Suez Canal. Got the Saudis and the petrodollar. The United States is being propped up by the petrodollar.
We don't have any gold anymore. We don't use that. We're using oil. And so we got some deal cooked up with the Saudis. Paper money's only worth what people's confidence in it is worth. And the petrodollar is what's been floating our boat. That confidence stems from some agreements we have with some long-standing despots over there in the Middle East. And this whole cockamamie Arab Spring movement. The bad guys, if you look at the list on the Middle East, the bad guys, the ones that are being eliminated, are the ones that don't participate in petrodollars for whatever reason. Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, what was his problem? Trying to go around it. Venezuela, trying to go around it. The world's propped up by the petrodollar. And right now, there's no money left. Nobody wants to buy our shit. And so the Federal Reserve has been buying our stuff and propping up the value of our dollar, supposedly. But they're going to eventually go broke, too. There is going to be chaos. And it can start from one asshole just shooting a machine gun or something at a ship and causing an incident. Or some guys take control of one of the locks on the Suez Canal. And, you know, it's not even about us drilling our own oil and making our own oil. It's the instability and the chaos and the hunger. All of these Arab Spring instabilities all relate back to jumps in food prices. It's tortilla riots, bread riots. That's what's going to cause the chaos and the mayhem and the destruction. Hopefully they can keep some control so they can take care of these stupid-ass nuclear power plants that they're building more of. Meanwhile, why do we prioritize worrying about the crash when apparently we're being spewed with toxic radiation every day for 2 years, poisoning the entire Pacific Ocean? We're in trouble. I went down to Belize and was scuba diving down there, and the goddamn coral was covered with pollution. Just fucking plastic spoons, flip-flops, lighters, you name it, it was down there. Syringes, it was just sickening. Beautiful little coral fish all swimming around a bunch of plastic bags. Just disgusting, man. Lighters just floating in the water. Hundreds of, one flip-flop up on the beach. Pollutions are getting wiped out. Pollution in the ocean is just fucked up. And the acid level's rising. Meanwhile, we got all this fucking goddamn radiation flowing into the ocean. Where is all the governments? We're in big trouble. Food prices are going up. We've had the worst droughts that no one can imagine. Crops are bad. Crops are bad in Mexico. Crops are bad in India. The United States, goddamn aquifers drying out. Places look like the surface of the moon. Beef prices are skyrocketing. Animals can't be fed. They're feeding them candy. It's cheaper than corn. And then the food stamps, keeping the low information crowd. Like I said, if I hear one more story about a bunch of group of black men beating and raping some white dude, I've heard like 2 stories since then. I guess in the news yesterday, a couple, 4 guys. There was a white guy mixed in there, so it's probably not racial. They just shot some white Aussie dude. And then, of course, the prime minister or whatever of Australia is saying, boycott America because they need gun control over there. Fuck off, you fucking globalist.
You build an underground bunker with a metal hatch. You know what they'll do? They're going to weld you in. They're not going to try to. They'll just weld you inside there. If you store food, they're going to come to your house and take it. You're just fucked. Armageddon, man. Someone real close to me recently, I guess has had an eye-awakening change in their perception, are asking me what they should do
And, all the shows and the preparation and, just everything, food, storage, weapons, all that stuff. What does a person do? I was dumbfounded. I don't think there's anything you can do. You better believe in God. You better be able to get on your knees and believe in God. You better believe. I can guarantee you that God thinks abortion is wrong. I can guarantee you that a good God believes that murder is wrong. I can guarantee you that a good God believes that radiation leaking out of some fucking Japanese reactor all broken up because of some fucking tsunami that was probably created by the Australians detonating some kind of device underwater.
Maybe it was from the chemtrails or the Illuminati or the Skull and Bones guys. It's those bonesmen. After all, Kerry's still in the game. And we got fucking idiots, fucking witchcraft fanatic fucking idiots want to vote Hillary Clinton into office. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, save Mary, please help us. We are on a crazy train, people, bolting downhill. Every day is a comfortable tick-tock of the clock as we move ever closer to this catastrophe of blood-curdling, zombie-like epic proportions. Nowhere to hide. Goddamn radiation's raining down all over the place, even down in South America. I guess Chile's off the list. God dang it. We're just screwed. Don't worry, the IMF and the New World Order, they got ideas. They'll come behind and fix the problem. I'm hoping that they keep control of them goddamn nuclear reactors. You can't have a Mad Max. You can't have a Book of Eli or The Road. Those are all false because nuclear power plants will poison the planet if they're left unattended. We're screwed. China's dumping the dollar, buying gold. Russia's buying gold. India's buying gold. They're dumping the dollar. Bilateral agreements between China and Germany. We're in trouble. Chinese know that they're not going to get paid back. And all that oil in the United States, when we in the United States, we got all that fracking, we got all the oil deposits more than ever for 1,000 years. That's all going to be given to the Chinese to pay them the money we owe them. We're screwed. You better believe in a God. You better be able to get down on your knees and pray and hope that you're not such a sin scumbag. At least maybe take it easy on you and give you a quick death. Hopefully you don't see your children starving. Hopefully you don't wander forever looking for them because they never made it to your house. You never saw them again. Hopefully you don't have to be a cannibal. Can you imagine? Hopefully you don't have to cannibalize. Hopefully you don't have to eat your dog. Hopefully you don't have to kill anybody so they don't kill and rape your wife and rape you and then eat you. Is that possible? You guys are crazy! Those right-wing conspirators! And this whole thing of bashing conservatives, man, I don't know. I don't know. So, I don't even know what to say anymore. And I really don't even want to entertain you guys anymore. I don't care anymore. There's no money in it. There's no profit in it. No motivation. No motivation. And I never set out to try to help you. I guess I did in the beginning. I want to help people. I'll give you some idea. It's just too much effort. It's too much effort for you. You got to find your own way. And then I began to realize as I'm moving closer to the acceptance stage, I just don't give a damn no more. You better start having fun. You better call your family. You better enjoy your life. I probably can go ahead and smoke. If you're a drinker, probably just go ahead and drink. You want to ride your motorcycle all dangerous? Probably go ahead. Let me ask you a question. You think about this. If you managed to make it this far into my show, thank you. Thank you for listening. Why do you want to live another year? Why do you want to live another 5 years? Why do you want to live another 10 years? Would you want to live to be 120, 110, 100? Why do you want to live another year? Why? Take out a piece of paper and a pencil and write down the reasons why you want to live another year. Why do you want to live another 10 years? What's in it for you? What do you want to do? What do you want to get done? You got a bucket list? Aren't bucket lists overrated? The pop culture came out in a movie even, got a movie about it. Got your bucket list. You're going to jump out of a plane, drive a race car, go to the bunny ranch. I don't know what's on your bucket list. Climb a mountain. So what? You get middle age, you've done it all? Now what? Now you just die? How about this? Why wait until you're a slobbering, demented, costly invalid, getting your ass wiped in some convalescent home? What if you're perfectly healthy, but you get thrown into a convalescent home because your kids don't give a fuck about you? They don't call you. They don't visit you. You're just a human warehouse being, a blob of flesh. What if you're on life support, shitting in diapers? You want to live to be that old? That's what you want. So in other words, what do you want? Why do you want to live another year? Is it your kids? You got to worry about them. They're fucked. You're going to worry about your kids? You better start worrying. We're in big trouble. Another thing is, too, stop thinking you're going to change it. They call it the New World Order for a reason, man. It's new. It's the world. And that's how it is. The order. You're not going to stop it. Oh, we're going to have an enlightenment. Nah. These guys got the devil controlling that shit. The only thing that's going to save you is some kind of God. I'll give you some comfort. Because once you're awake, how are you supposed to go to a baseball game and have a good time? How are you supposed to go water skiing, go camping, whatever? If it gets fucking quiet and you have any type of self-reflection, you're going to think about it. And every time I see my kids get on a plane to fly away, it makes me sad because I worry, Either I might die on them and I don't see them again, or I just don't see them again because of the crash and they can't make it to my house. Bunch of tragedy. Bunch of fear. The terrorists are coming. And the Islamists are coming. The IMF is coming. The Rockefellers, the Jews, the Zionists. Those Zionist sons of bitches. I think the American Indian had it right. Living in teepees. Being at one with your environment. Being at one with nature. I think the American Indians had it right. We're screwed. We're just screwed. See what I mean? What do you want to know? You want to have a guest on the show? I'll get a guest. I'll get an expert with credentials to explain how we're screwed. I'll get another guest on here to implicate that we're being lied to. There's some kind of scam. It's a scandal. It's phony. It's a conspiracy. It's bad guys. It's murderers. It's torturers. It's bombers, Guys flying drones. It's the military-industrial complex. It's the petrodollar. It's fractional reserve banking. It's the bankers. It's the Jews. It's the Zionists. It's the Vatican. Maybe it's the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Skull and Bones men. I don't know. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. You're going to just get thrown around the waves, dashed against the rocks. Right? Oh, no, we're going to have a revolution. We're going to get Ron Paul in here, some other human being, to fix all the problems. That'll be an antichrist, right? The guy that steps forward that can fix all this shit, watch out. Watch how bad it's going to get. We're going to be screaming for a FEMA camp. Dear Lord, bring my family to the FEMA camp. Please, we're hungry. I hear they got movies on Saturday at the FEMA camp. Oh, they got all kinds of CDs and movies. We can watch us some movies. And listen, we want to get to the FEMA camp. They say, no problem, just turn in your gun. They're going to have to disarm you. I don't think they need to worry about disarming you. Look, this is a global conspiracy. They could be sitting over in India someplace. They don't give a fuck about the United States. They're going to grind our balls. Right? Last country that got all involved with Egypt was Britain. And that's when they lost the British pound sterling. And then the Britain stumbled and has never gone off her knees since. Now we're involved with them. We're over there creating Al-Qaeda groups and destabilizing the Middle East. And when they scream, we can't help it anymore. The IMF will be standing there ready to run in and get that oil. Oil. Goddamn oil. You better have a personal God. You better find one. I'm just telling you, you're not going to be able to wing it on your own. You're going to go fucking insane. Maybe you shouldn't even bother prepping. Just go have fun. If you got money, maybe go cash it out and go on a cruise or something while you can. why you can still enjoy this paradigm, because it's over. It's exactly how Chief Seattle said. It's the end of living and the beginning of surviving. And like Charlize Theron's character in The Road, she didn't want to survive. She wanted to live. I kind of feel the same way these days. I want to live. I don't want to sit in some bunker surviving. Not going to happen. We're looking at chaos, people. Chaos. Hell on earth. Hell fire. Armageddon. Oh, no, it's not going to happen. That's crazy talk. Really? Really? You don't see the fucking trend? Wake up! Wake up! I gotta wake people up. You guys need to wake up. We can band together. Maybe we can change it. We can vote in. Yeah, well, the GOP. Bunch of political crap that's gonna fix these problems. No way. We're going through a paradigm shift. Especially if you're a white dude. Oh, you're in trouble, white dude. What's happening to you is you're going bye-bye. Everybody's gonna be brown. Everybody's gonna be brown eventually. It's all good. It's all good. Most of the time when you're in charge, you're kind of evil anyway. Too bad. Because brown people don't have a big success at having societies. Notice that? Every society that you check them out, is when they start importing immigrants, is when they crash. It's all good. Diversity is perversity. It's all good. You can't have diversity if everybody's the same. I think separate but equal was a good idea. I think segregation was probably a good idea. Because every country that doesn't segregate according to their type wind up having civil wars. That's okay. Ignore the past. We're beyond that. That's such bigotry. Nah, not really. Immigrants are destroying our country. Sorry. They got no stake in the game. Don't give a fuck. Never bled for us. Brown people, mostly. It's cool. Mostly peasants. People that are illiterate. You know what I'm saying? No, it's cool. I got a beef against them. Thanks for fucking destroying our country. Why don't you walk around the supermarket and speak some foreign language every fucking day? Okay? It's cool. English blows because it's from white dudes. Math blows because it's from white dudes. Right? Altruism blows because it's from white dudes. Responsibility blows. That's white dudes. All these adaptations to getting along in a cold environment as opposed to running around where it's hot all the time. It's cool. Viva la raza! So what, if you're Hispanic, you can have a gig called The Race? Jeez. You know what would happen if they had a white race kind of gig? NACP, colored people? What? You know, and all those white segregationist asshole KKK dudes are all, white racists, it's genocide, it's gonna be helter-skelter! You know, they were actually right. White dudes, you guys are gone, man. They're wombing you to death. Let's have 8 kids. You know, my daughter's had 2 kids. I told her she's got to have 1 more because 1 kid's replacing me, 1 kid's replacing her. She needs 1 more for us to be on the plus side so that maybe blonde hair and blue eyes could go on for another generation. Maybe we need to do is water all that down. Those recessive genes of blonde hair. You know, in the 1900s, half the population of the United States had blue eyes, and now it's 1 out of 6. Eventually, go! And we'll go back to a tribal existence. You're gonna love it. You better strap your fucking seatbelts on. We are heading for an apocalypse. Get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness, for the time is nigh when the 4 horsemen will ride. I'm not even religious, but I believe it. Jesus Christ, it's gotta be horrible what's coming. Catastrophe and chaos. It's all good. It's all good. I accept it now. Anyway, I was just gonna give you a little reason why you haven't heard from me so much. Not sure what I want to tell you anymore. I wish you the best of luck. I'll catch you on the next episode.
Warning, the Rocket Radio Show may cause sudden urges to urinate, blindness, erectile dysfunction, or a sudden urge to jump up and down and wet your pants.
Hey everybody, what is up? This is Mr. E here on the Rocket Radio Show. And I was just wondering if you guys heard, you heard people talking about this George Zimmerman guy, right? Like everybody's talking about this George Zimmerman guy. And I don't know what all the hoopla is all about because I can probably, apparently he shot and killed this guy named Trayvon Martin. He shot him and killed him. And it's protest. I seen some today. They were going on the road with justice and enough's enough, and they're mad. But look, man, calm down a little bit because I promise you that George Zimmerman will not shoot Trayvon Martin again. He won't do it. All right, back to you, Rocket.
Fucking Tiffany thought her tits were bigger than mine. I mean, dude, these are done by the best fucking doctors.
Shut up. Can't you ever talk about something else besides your fake tits?
Shit! Oh my god!